It's time, ladies and gentlemen, to crown a NASCAR Xfinity Series champion. The only thing in the way, 200 laps, 300 miles at this mile-and-a-half track here in Sin City. Just like we told the weekend before, Sin City is not cold and empty. In fact, it is very hot here, and it is very full for this championship weekend as we get ready for round 2 of 3, this time for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Joining me in the booth, Brad Karslowski and Michael Cartrip. I'm Adam Salamander. Well, boys, what an incredible season it's been, especially for the Team Urbane crew. It's a bummer that the 88 of Hunter McKinnon, the Team Urbane teammate, didn't make it out of the round of 8, but he's got his boss in there, and they're committed to bringing this championship home for the team.
Yeah, absolutely, Adam. It's one of those things where it's unfortunate for the team, but it's also good to see the fact that your owner is kind of leading the way for the team, and I really think those guys over there are really just driven towards just this championship. And I know they got a lot of rivals in this field, but it looks like these guys this team can win this championship.
I agree. Just a reminder, your guys' championship 4 is the 24 of Urbane. He will be leading the field to green tonight. Then it's Justin Allgaier, Brandon Brown, and Jeremy Clements. One of those guys will cement their name in history here tonight. I mean, if Urbane does it, he's just going to continue to cement his name in history. Like, he is just phenomenal when it comes to this. And it would be his 5th straight title, which keep in mind, guys, he's got a little momentum, right? He competes in the Truck Series full-time as well. Just won his 5th straight title last night, so, I mean, he's got momentum on his side.
Absolutely. Well, we are very excited to watch this championship battle tonight.
Yes, we are. And let's do a little race analysis for you. We don't know the stages yet, but we do know it's 200 laps, 300 miles. Track temp is about 125 degrees Fahrenheit, when it is about 110 degrees Fahrenheit out here right now. So it's a little hot out there, guys. We're also in the desert. We're not in Michigan or Richmond or Talladega. So, I mean, this is the desert. The championship only went a state north of where it was last year.
Yeah, and Vegas has proven to be one of those tracks to where it can be extremely fast, and it's shown to be one of the best tracks.
Yes. Yes, it has. And now I did talk to Urbane during the NASCAR Xfinity Series playoffs, and he did mention that he will follow real NASCAR, and what he means by that is there will be a rotation. The first 3 tracks in, Homestead, Miami, Phoenix, and Las Vegas, will be in a rotation for the championship. He has not ruled out other tracks yet. So, honestly, I think another good track, as we're going to pause this timer for a sec, but I think another good track choice, why not throw him in Texas for a championship race?
That would be actually a great idea. Let's see.
Why don't you give
Texas
him a...
could be
Go ahead, Moody.
Texas could be very entertaining, I think. It's shown to be an entertaining race the last couple of times we've been there. It hasn't been as bad as it used to be, according to the fans. I didn't think it was bad by any means, and I think it could be an entertaining championship race.
Yeah, I agree with you. Another track I think could do it is the mile-and-a-half super speedway of Atlanta Motor Speedway. You might say, why the heck would you consider a super speedway race? Well, this isn't Daytona and Talladega we're talking about. It's not prone to be a high-speed demolition derby for a title. It's a mile-and-a-half. I mean, yes, things can go wrong, but it's not like you're going to see like big airborne crashes and all the championship contenders being out of the race and stuff like that. Also, that brings me to another point I have to make. The rule's been the same ever since these playoffs started. You don't have to win the race to win the championship. Meaning the 24, 51, 68, and 7 don't have to win this race. They just instead have to finish ahead of the other 3 contenders. So, that being said, the 24 of Urban could finish the race 28th, and as long as the other 3 cars are behind him, he's your champion. Now, he's got a lot of pressure on him, right? Because he won both the race and the championship in the Truck Series last night. So obviously, you're going to want to park that car in victory lane. But you know what? Even if you don't get the win, you still get to do a burnout, unlike other races. And you still get to go for a trophy.
Absolutely, and I think that's going to be the entertaining thing tonight. We'll see how this goes, and I think it does play into strategy. Strategy does play into this race, and I think everyone's going to have a different strategy. I kind of think every year in a championship fight, we've seen drivers that are the contenders and the drivers that really haven't been in contention every single year, especially at Phoenix. It used to be. I think Vegas could bring out the best of this, and I think it's going to be entertaining tonight.
Yeah, and the fans actually applauded NASCAR last night for the Truck Series championship, despite it having 17 cautions like Martinsville the week prior. They said other than the cautions, it produced a really good championship. We had Urban and Ben Rhodes fighting each other for the championship in the race. Ultimately, though, on the final restart, Urban was able to get back past Ben Rhodes with the final 13 laps to go, and that was all she wrote.
Mm-hmm.
And he lapped every last one of those trucks, too. When he lapped Ben Rhodes, it really cemented it for him. Because he said, look, guys, I'm going to pit and get this damage taken care of if possible. You might wonder, there's like less than 20 laps to go. What the heck are you doing that for? When you've lapped up to third place in the trucks, you're not out of contention for the championship if you pit.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's where that is. And what do you guys say we get this one started? Let's go trackside to get the command. And here to give the most famous words in motorsports, the 2018, 2022, and 2024 Cup Series champion, Joey Logano. So who wants to be Logano? Because I don't sound nothing like him. All right.
Drivers, start your engines!
All right, and there they go. The engines are fired. We are ready to race for a championship, but nobody's more ready than our 4 contenders. Let's get this thing underway. So it's going to be Urban on the inside, his Team Urban teammate Hunter McKinnon on the outside. Now again, Hunter McKinnon not competing for the championship. He was unfortunately eliminated after last round. So he can only go for the race win. But this 24, he's not going to make it easy on him. He won this race during the regular season.
Absolutely, and I think it really comes down to the timing of these it really is going to come down to their experience at this track, and I think Hunter has shown a lot of strength throughout this year to really kind of be one of those drivers to watch for.
And let me tell you this, Brad and Michael, he was a photo finish away from his first ever NASCAR Xfinity Series win at Richmond. His boss beat him by a bumper. Here we go, though.
It is going to be entertaining for this championship race at Las Vegas.
2x2, green flag, and the championship is underway.
Coming through the Geico restart zone, the 24 got a great jump on that 88.
Yes, he did.
He got a phenomenal jump as they drive it off into turn number 1.
There's a run by the 88, though.
Here he comes to the inside, and he got that run a little bit. It looks like those bumps in 1 and 2 got him. Oh, the 88 got in the wall.
45 laps in stage 1, and just like Brad said, troubles for the 88 early. How about look at Corey Heim in the 61? What is he doing up there?
Yeah,
That's
Corey's having a good little bit of a run here. We'll see if he's going to have a shot, but it's a lead for Urbane in that 24 machine.
I was watching the truck championship last night, and
Oh,
Bailey
he's up in the
Curry.
wall.
Yeah, the 24 got the wall there. Contact with that wall. We'll have to see how that plays into this championship, but Bailey Curry was up front all night. He actually won stage 2 after Urban kind of sold and spun it around there. But of course, the fans weren't happy with NASCAR because that definitely should have been a caution. And wasn't. Bailey Curry ended up winning stage 2, but he was up there the entire race. It's like, where did he come from? That's the same thing about Corey Heim. But how about the 88? He's back up to second.
Trying to battle his way as Urbane up near that wall.
Oh,
That's kind of
61 on the
Larson
wall.
running it through the middle of the corner, but Urbane's just driving away.
I'm 61 on the wall, head on.
As Dale,
Brandon Brown's
as Dale Jr. would say, we got a crash. Corey Heim in the wall.
that
Head
is
on,
not
yeah.
good.
And Brandon Brown, another championship contender. It's going to be 2 championship contenders leading this field back to green, Brad. And Michael, when we get this restart.
Yeah, Michael, what do you have to think of this start so far?
The 24 had a great restart. And I just seen him turn 1 and 2. They got the wall a little bit, got loose, and I fell back to 6. He's in 6 now.
And let me tell you something, though. The championship race is different than other races, meaning if you jump the restart, it's a DQ. Automatically, no exceptions, unless if you hand the position back if you gain an advantage. So keep that in mind as they enter the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Green flag back in the air.
We are back underway at Las Vegas. Urbane with a nice jump on the restart. Brown trying to hold it there on the outside, but the 24 clears. He'll take the lead heading off into 1.
Yes, he will, but Brandon Brown's not out of this yet.
Down the back stretch, 24 went a little bit wide off 2. Got a good run off 2 and heading into 3 now.
38 laps to go in the opening stage. 45 is what we run to. And let me tell you guys something strange. Last week, when you guys were down there getting some Martinsville hot dogs, we had a weird moment during the Cup race last week at Martinsville. There was actually, it was only scheduled to go about 100 and I think it was 140 or something like that laps in stage 2, and we ended up getting an extra lap for some reason. So in reality, we went 501 laps in the race.
Wow.
That was just a crazy moment. NASCAR said that they had a brain fart on that one, that should not have happened, but I mean it did. So instead, they made a joke out of it, and they changed the name to the Xfinity 501, since we went one extra lap. How about this 24? And keep in mind, he almost got pit road there. That's a little dangerous, but where he just went is not illegal to go there. Now, in the turns and on the back straightaway, it would be, unless if you're avoiding a wreck. On the backstretch, it's really only if you gain an advantage. So let's say you're 2x2, and you're in third and you go below there to gain an advantage, then that's a penalty. But, however, if you have a run and know where to go with that run, NASCAR has said that you will be allowed to go below because obviously you don't want to cause a wreck or wreck yourself.
Adam, I don't mean to get away from the rules here, but I heard here at Las Vegas they have some really good Oreo shakes in the infield.
They do, actually. We'll have to get some after the race, but meanwhile, Austin Cindric up to second there, and we are 10 laps into the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. And what do you guys say we do a quick side-by-side?
Oh, I'm tired. I'm sorry. We have a caution.
Yes, we do, and we're going to interrupt this side-by-side just for the moment, and we'll go back to side-by-side for a few more laps on this restart.
Oh.
Caution is out for the third time here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway as we welcome you back to the Sin City Las Vegas 300. Brad Karslowski and Michael Cartrip in the booth. I'm Adam Salamander, and we hope you're enjoying the start to this championship already. And if you're that 24 team, you probably are. Led every single lap so far.
Hey, Adam Salamander.
Yes, sir.
The first caution involved the 88, the 6, the 13, and the 7. And this caution just now involved the 8, the 11, and the 51.
So, championship contenders, guys, caught in a couple of wrecks there.
That's
that
not
could
what
be
you want to
huge.
see. Yeah, that's a huge issue there, is getting caught up in a wreck. One thing I want to point out here when we come back to green is this 24 car. I've gotten some word in my earpiece over the side-by-side from Larry McReynolds that he's only getting up into third gear on the restarts and throughout the runs.
Apparently it's working, because look how big of a lead he builds.
Yeah, he doesn't even get that fourth gear. That's some interesting telemetry for that 24 car.
And as we come up to the line, there is some anger coming from the 88 radio.
Let's listen to it.
As that fucking 19 fucking put me in the fucking wall.
Okay.
Hey, easy on up here, man.
We apologize for that language. The 24 got in the wall, got loose. We apologize for that language. But, we should have found the uncensored version. Then the 24 spins the 41 of Sam Mayer as he got loose. Fourth caution, guys.
Ooh, I don't know if... I know Sam isn't going to be happy. I believe we're getting the radio transmission here soon. Sam's race is... Man, I'm sure he's not happy about that, and I wouldn't be either.
Let's listen to the 24's radio. Tell Sam I said I'm sorry. It just just wasn't using my brain there. I overcorrected my car and just completely wrecked him. That's my bad.
Hey, it's all right. We got a championship to worry about. Don't. We can't have any more of those, though. That's your mulligan. I'll
10-4.
try and work what I can with them.
10-4.
Yeah, it sounds like Mason was upset with himself there, but Bodie Bates, as crew chief, able to calm him down there. Bodie does a great job. I've talked with him throughout the week. He's done an incredible job as the crew chief for this 24 team.
Yes, he has. And the Cup team, too. Let's not forget, he's not just the crew chief for the Xfinity Series. He's the crew chief for the Cup as well.
And that's a great job for him. He's doing a phenomenal job for those guys.
Yes, he has trouble. Oh, the 88 is out of the race. Hunter McKinnon just flipped like Tyler Reddick at Las Vegas.
I didn't flip.
Oh,
yeah, I seen it on my screen. You did like a
My car never left the ground.
You did like a full front flip on my screen. We'll let you continue this time, but next time if it happens, then
that's fine. I'm saying I never lifted off the ground.
Yeah, but on my screen you did a full-on flip. So this time I'll let you continue, but if it happens again, then that's a DNF, unfortunately. But yeah, so we had a Tyler Reddick moment here, guys. No disrespect to him, but yeah.
That looks scary from what I saw, but it looked like he kept it going. He sounds like there's some talk between Urbane and Bates again.
It wasn't.
Mason, your tires are looking kind of bad there, bud. How you feeling about the car right now?
So here's the plan. We're going to come in at the end of the stage. That's the strategy. I think it works best. It has worked best for us all season. Unless if something starts to go south, I think that it's best to stick to our things that have worked best for us. I'm not too worried about the stages if things go south because they're kind of pointless, but
10-4, bud. Well, we're here when you need us. Just be smart with the car.
10-4. As look at that. Urbane makes
side turn.
Yeah, a little sideways, but makes contact with the 22 to slow him down. Now that contact, that was okay contact. You know, that wasn't like the incident with the 41 of Sam Mayer there. That was just contact to side draft him. Oh, 24 got the wall. He's going to have to pit for tires. Yeah, guys, I'm bringing it in. I got the wall a little bit there.
A little bit's an understatement there, bud. Bodie, okay. He's always a wisecrack there on that box for that team. He's got some good jokes there. He's always a good.
The good news is it's nothing that Bear Bond can't fix.
Yeah. Back to green at Vegas.
10 laps to go on the stage. Can the 24 get back up there?
Like he said, I think he said the stages really don't matter to him at this point. He matters about getting up as the leader of this championship 4.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh,
turn 2.
These guys are trying to wreck back here. The 24 is looking like Dale Sr. out there, and I kind of can't say I don't blame him, man. I really don't.
No, it's a championship he wants to fight for, and so it's completely understandable.
Corey Heim leading the stage, though, I did not have on my bingo card.
After smacking
Justin Haley with a big shot from that 24.
Oh, did you just see how sideways the 24 got after contact with Josh Bilicki there?
Yeah, just saved it.
But look at the speed. Look at where he's at. He was all the way in last. Crash in the front. Multiple cars involved. Brandon Jones in the wall, and at least a few more.
Wow.
And the 24 had a front row seat for that one.
Held on to it there, too. That's some good driving by him.
Yeah.
This is 17s now. He's got some speed with those fresh tires.
And look at that. The 6 didn't go, so actually he is allowed to pull out of line there.
Yeah, the 6 just did not get going there. David Starr, just tough restart for him.
The 24 might be able to get all the way back up to the lead, honestly, with that speed.
I saw a little smoke as they headed into one. I don't know what that was.
He
that
made
was about there, but
24 made contact with his car for the other team he owns. That's what that was. He made contact with a 15. Hunter McKinnon up there looking for the stage win, but this 24 car has the speed.
He is threatening.
Caution comes out now. That's the stage, so. But look at this. The 24 is a car away from leading the championship again as Hunter McKinnon goes to the lead.
Just fighting with anyone he can, really trying to get any run to the lead. There he goes for this championship.
And look at this, gonna pass Corey Heim and Eric Armarola. He's gonna catch that 88 unless if there's a caution.
And with 3 to go, it's starting to become pay time. It's the pay window now for drivers trying to win this stage and take the lead of this championship. But it looks like Urbane in that 24, he's got the car to beat today.
What a moment it would be if he goes all the way from last to the stage win. But even if he doesn't, it's still a moment because look at this. From last to second, 2 laps ago, he's the leader.
And there he goes to the lead.
That caution really helped him out there. Now, we know he's going to pit at the end of the stage. So, after listening to Urbane's radio after that last spin, he said we're going to have to split the stages in half at least. So, what he means by that is we're going to pit after 15 laps, sometime after 15 laps, when the caution comes out, get the tires that we need, just to make sure we don't have another incident like that he had on the front straightaway.
All the 88 just mowed the grass, but saved it.
Final lap, stage 1. We got the 88 in the grass. I think the weekend lied when he said Sin City's cold and empty. But how about this?
Win stage 1.
How about this? From last back to the lead, boys. Who's done that before? The 24 will win the opening stage despite literally crashing on the front straightaway.
Great job there, bud. Nice stage win.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh, McKinnon finishes the stage backwards.
And, well, I got confirmation that was not the 88 who flipped. It was actually the 13 car that flipped on the front straightaway.
Adam Simon, McKinnon did not pit.
I think he should have because he knows the strategy. So that might be a disadvantage for McKinnon. But here we go, back to green in the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. It should be 42 laps. It will be 42 laps in stage 2. And whoa, the 88 just walled the 24. And we're going to have to pit now because we just got walled.
Ooh, ooh, no, that's a yellow. Oh, my goodness.
I did touch you?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry about it.
Hey, ask the 88 to
didn't touch you.
Ask the 88 to be careful next time. He just completely wrecked us there. And the 88 looks like he might have spun.
That's not cool. Ain't cool.
You hear the team communication. It didn't sound like there was any frustration there, but he just said that's the thing I like about Urbane. He's honest. He's like, hey man, you just wrecked me there. And that's the thing about Bodie Bates too. That's it. One thing I like about him is Jeremy Clements is leading the race in the championship, but they're honest, and he's like, not cool. That's not cool that he just flat out wrecked us. He's a non-championship contender. He's essentially racing for nothing.
Oh, and I think Bodie also makes a point because Mason is the team owner, and I think that's the point Bodie wants to make, is that's the driver of the team. Bodie technically has a lot of say in this team too. He's big say in what happens in this team, and we just saw Tommy Joe Martins get sideways there in that 44.
I was just going to say that, but as far as retaliation against it, it's not going to happen.
No, it shouldn't. And I think those guys, they're smart enough teammates to know that.
And we've watched all 4 of the championships that the 24 has won over the course of his career. And I can tell you, the last thing he is worried about right now is retaliation for an incident.
Hopefully that's the same thing that the 41 is thinking about here because,
Oh, that was my fault. That was close.
ooh, right on there. I think that if you're Mason or Bain, Bodie Bates is really thinking about this. And I've seen him scrambling. He's been one of our crew chief watches all year long, and he's been scrambling between he and the 41's pit box to try and tell them, hey, listen, that's our fault. But we are fighting for a championship.
Yeah, can we get the audio from Sam Mayer for that one?
What the God, what the is that little idiot doing?
And now
Hey,
can
man,
we get...
listen.
Oh, never mind, go ahead.
Hey man, listen, he got loose off the corner, he hit the wall. Maybe you should pay a little bit more attention to the cars around him, Jesus.
You're leading.
That makes
Look
me
who's leading this race.
Yeah, Sam Mayer. That kind of reminds me of that Jimmy Johnson commercial where the one driver's like, hey, man, you wrecked me, and then he pulls out his 7 championship trophies. Oh, he got into Cindric, though.
Oh, no.
Come on, man.
Man, we don't need this. Come on now, you're better than this.
Bodie, I don't know what's going on, man. I literally was running the corners good, and then I just, overdrove the corner, I guess.
Hey, man, listen, just focus. Now, we got 2 mulligans we can't have anymore, all right? This is getting to a point where a championship's on the line, and if he comes back out and hurts us, that's on us.
Yeah, I agree, man. We're just going to have to play it safe.
I think Bodie makes a good point. He's one of the smarter guys in the garage. He spent 8 years at Northern Michigan in mathematics and communications. So that guy has got a good education from a really good Division II school.
And look at this, the 24 entering turns 3 and 4, battling for the lead. He's got it. He's not clear, and now he is.
Yeah, it looked like Mayer just said, you know what, it's not worth my time. He's got a championship to win. Yeah, I think maybe that's a little bit of Bodie Bates' communications degree coming out there, and him, calming everyone else down. He's got a way of doing that.
Another thing that works too. I mean, Sam Mayer and Urban are good friends. They've had issues on track before, but usually they end up talking it out and everything's fine.
Yeah, and I think Bodie's got a good reputation with those guys over at Stewart Haas. He's
47 in the wall.
And we get a crash.
With a car chief under Rodney Childers over there, so he's kept a good reputation with those guys over there at Stewart Haas.
Yeah, and you got to think, Sam Mayer has nothing to lose, so if he and same with Austin Cindric there. So if they really wanted to take out, the 24 for what he did, they could. But
they could do what Corey Heim did in the Truck Series Championship 2 years ago.
I don't see them doing that because 1, you could get suspended, so it's just not smart. Mm-hmm. And 2, it's not even worth their time. And that's the 24 sometimes. Now don't get me wrong, he will.
Come here, hurry, we're flying out of the way.
He will retaliate against you.
Oh, fuck you here.
What
are you gonna do?
He will retaliate against you if he has to, but there's times when he doesn't care about retaliation, and this is a time.
It's supposed to go.
Green flag is back in the air.
25 laps go, stage 2. Okay, I'm liking this, Bodie. We're the leader. Nobody's in front of us. We don't have to worry about wrecking anybody. Let's just keep our head on straight.
Keep it clean. Just hold the bottom here. Do what you got to do. You got the car to beat right now, bud.
10-4, man. Hey, I hope Cindric ain't.
Adjustments.
I hope Cindric ain't mad, man. I really hope he's not.
Yeah, I've got your spotter up there talking about it, and hopefully, they're working it out. But yeah, right now the 22 being at the other end of the racetrack really doesn't help me.
Yeah, well, I'll talk to both Mayer and him at the end of the race. Have to buy him some dinner or something.
Yeah, 10-4. I've got our spotter up there working on it. So
You know what? Maybe I'll invite them to my B-Day party in less than a month, and we'll talk it over.
yeah, absolutely, man.
I like Cindric. He's cool. I don't want him mad at me.
No, I think he understands it was a racing thing. He got up the track, got tight. So, you know what? We're working it.
All right, 10-4, man. You heard the team communications, and I mean, if you're Roger Penske watching this race, right now, you gotta at least feel good knowing that the guy, despite kind of getting into you there, at least thinks you're cool, right? I mean,
yeah, and I think that's the thing with Bates being on that pit box for that 2014. He's really smart about his words, and he doesn't mince words, but he's also not a major pain, I guess, for a lack of a better term.
yes, I agree.
But Bodie has always got away with calming people down and just being like, "Hey, listen, that's our fault," and he's gonna admit that when he needs to.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And that's you gotta, even if the 24 gets into your favorite driver and causes your favorite driver to wreck, one thing you gotta respect about him is he's always taken accountability for it. He's always said that that's on me, or he'll flat out tell you, if it's just a racing incident, it's just a racing incident. He's not gonna lie because you want him to. He's not gonna say, "Oh yeah, I dumped you on purpose," if he didn't.
Absolutely, and I think he's got the driving talent to drive away with a championship, and he's probably going to do that.
Yeah, even if he doesn't win the race, he just has to beat the 51 and 68. Those look like the only cars that are threats to him right now. Justin Allgaier is nowhere to be found. What's going on with the 2024 real-life NASCAR Xfinity Series champion? Let's listen to his radio.
Hey, Justin, listen here, man. We're fighting. Just let's try and stay on strategy with this 24 here, man.
Forget
He's
this
19.
car and forget this race, man. I wish I never even made it.
Hey, man, listen, there's a whole race ahead. And now we got some words from Bodie Bates here, the crew chief. Hey, what are you thinking here, Mason? You thinking about running our strategy now, or you want
Yeah,
wait?
let's do it. Let's do it.
For Bud.
Because we're going to restart
Ready
with
for you
15 to go.
And for Bud, we're ready for you.
All right, I'm in. And no mistakes. Look at that, guys. Nice job. Hopefully.
10-4, Bud.
Can
All
you
on
confirm?
you now. 10-4, yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Whoa, nobody went, bro. I had to get out of line there.
Yeah, understandable, man. Just keep the car clean here. Don't do
I
anything
almost turned
stupid.
39, but... Oh, they're glitching.
Yeah.
We might have to do some costly stuff that is costly to escape these guys. We'll see, though.
We'll see. Hope now with that 7 ahead of that, the 7's ahead of you now. I see him up in the distance. He's heading off into 3 right in front of you.
Yep, I see him right there. We're catching him. Oh, I just freaking slid through the grass.
Got the apron there. It's all right, bud.
Oh, that's a
Keep it
caution. That's a caution. We're
smooth.
good. We're good. Everything's good. Yellow's out. I don't care about
Any
the
left
stage
side
win.
damage?
Yeah, but we'll take care of it under the stage break.
10-4, bud. We're ready for you whenever. So
I tried to save it, but when you get in that grass, it's like hydroplaning on a wet, rainy road.
Yep. You can hear Bodie Bates' voice in there. He's just so calm about a lot of things. He just keeps his driver so calm.
How about Urban? He is not worried at all, despite just spinning out there.
Yeah, and I think that's a thing of Bodie, he learns that Bodie is going to stay calm throughout everything, and it doesn't matter how upset he can get. Is that Bodie is going to keep him calm?
Yeah, and that's a good thing because his head has to stay on straight. He's trying to win a title here. This stage, like he said, doesn't matter to him as there's somebody mowing the grass. That is so nice of them to do that for the track. But 10 laps ago in the stage, and look at this run the 24's got. Where the heck did that come from?
Looks like it was the 88 that was cutting through the grass there.
That is
Didn't
so
help him
nice of that
much.
crew. And look who's in the lead. Another car that got kind of taken out by the 24 is in the lead. Whoa, Brandon, or
Holy
Eric,
shit.
what are you doing, dog? What are you doing?
It's AI glitching, man. Oh my goodness. Someone's internet is not good.
I know it's not mine. That's not good. Because let's listen to team communications. We're back in the top 10, at least. I'm going to try to get to the lead, but again, that's not important to me here.
Yeah, 10-4, bud. I got you for any pit road information. Spotter's got your championship information for you. So 51's right up ahead of us here on the high side. So keep it up here and kind of keep it behind him. We don't necessarily need anything.
10-4. I just passed them both, so I'm now the leader of the championship.
10-4, bud. Just stay smart with these guys up ahead. They can be very upset with you. So
Yeah. I like how it was Cindric in 2020, and I just threw Cindric in for this race.
yeah. Oh man, that 24 was so close to the wall in turn 1 and just kept it up on that high side on 2 and just took the lead down the backstretch.
A big wreck involving Jeremy Clements.
Oh, championship contender Clements involved in another accident. I've lost track of the number of cautions. We're probably at 15. We'll just say 15 to play it safe. Alright. Final 3 laps of the stage this should be, right?
Yeah.
I'm back to the line here, yes sir.
Alright, 3 to go. Stage 1, Brad and Michael. And the 24, I don't know how he does this. but didn't he just pit and then spin out?
Yeah, I think he did. Adam, I think he did.
I swear, this is a dude in Jimmy Johnson's body right here. This is some Jimmy Johnson stuff right here.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was. Coming to 2 to go here, that 24 is set and sail for the stage win.
And see, that's what you get for not being scared, right? You know that, even if you don't get back up there, it's not like, this is the round of 8 and you must win to make the next round of the playoffs.
True.
Which, fun fact for you guys, the 24 of Urbane, Urbane in any of the 3 national NASCAR series has never been in a must-win situation in any round of the playoffs before in his career. This is his 5th straight year in the championship 4, and he's looking to do what he couldn't do last night in the truck race, and that's sweep the stages here.
Yeah, as he just drives away in this stage, it looks like I see a car in the backstretch for some reason. Heading into 3.
Lap car. He won't be a factor, though, in the finish of this stage, because he's way up there. Got the wall a little bit, the 24 did, but he goes through the United Rentals restart zone, or Echo Park Automotive restart zone, and takes the green and white checkered. How about that?
Sweeping the stages there for Urbane.
Kyle Larson? Are you driving that car?
Hey, great job there, Mason. Good job, bud.
10-4, man. I'd like you said, we're committed to keeping this clean. We had a terrible first couple of stages there. Well, not really terrible, but we didn't have great first 2 stages there. Let's commit to trying not to take anybody out on purpose here in this final stage, or, doing ridiculous moves.
10-4, bud.
Here they go through the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Green flag back in the air. Final stage underway here at Las Vegas. Jeremy Clements takes over the race lead and the championship lead, but here comes the 24 with 107 to go. With the 88 on the low side, 88 kind of gets into the side of the 24. That actually was a disadvantage for the 88 as he falls back. Here comes the 24. A huge run to the inside of Jeremy Clements. Clements will lose the lead again, but he's not out of it yet.
Got some more team speech from Bodie Bates here. Hey Mason, just want to let you know that's our fault here on pit road. We lost you that championship lead, so we'll try and do what we can.
I have no idea what you're talking about, man. I just see track ahead of me. It's all good, man. I really don't care.
Yeah, you're driving like a maniac, so just do what you're doing, man.
She's a maniac on the floor. Yes.
Jimmy Clements jumped the restart.
He did.
I don't think the line yet.
Did he hand back the position? I don't think so.
No, he didn't.
No, because you passed him.
Oh, Jeremy Clements.
That is huge.
Unfortunately, he can't. He can still race, but he's not winning the title.
He has now officially scored one lap down.
That is unfortunate for Jeremy Clements. Small team, had the chance to become the biggest bragger in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, and instead, another small team, Brandon Brown, has a better chance than him, and Justin Allgaier has a better chance than him. But Jeremy Clements will not win it no matter what.
That is
When we started, I didn't get the line button in front of me.
That is very unfortunate for Jeremy Clements. So technically, if he finishes ahead of the 24 in this race, the 24 still wins the race and championship. Like, let's say they finish 1-2. That trophy's going to the 24.
Adam Salamander, that car, the only car that was in turn 3 after the last lap of stage 2 is Austin Cindric.
Oh.
Whoa.
Interesting. What happened to Austin Cindric? Did we ever get his radio about the did we ever get his radio about the contact with the 24? I think we did. Here it is.
No.
Yeah, tell the 24 not to sweat it. Just try to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Yeah, bud, we'll do.
All right, so there you have it. No hard feelings. As we Bodie kind of predicted, no hard feelings, right? Because, I mean, it was kind of a racing incident, but 100 to go. This would be interesting. And with 100 laps to go, why don't we get in a quick side-by-side? Since we haven't had one in a while. Also, don't forget at the end of the race, if we do interviews, since the crew chief is here, let's make sure we get an interview with him as well.
Yeah, we'll do.
Caution is out as we welcome you back to the Sin City Las Vegas 300. It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series Championship. I'm Adam Salamander. Joining me in the booth, we got Brad Karslowski and Michael Cartrip. All right, boys. Look, if you would take a look back a couple laps ago, Colby Howard, the 15, was in second place. Now, he races for Motley Motorsports, which is co-owned by Urbane and another driver named Kyle Voiles. As of right now, Hunter McKinnon possibly could become a team owner of that team as well. So we'll have to see. Also, let's listen to the 24 video. Yeah, so if my math is right, it looks like we can go around 52 laps on a tank of gas. So with around less than 50 to go, I think would be a smart idea to get fuel and tires and stuff. I mean, we might have to get tires before that, but
we'll be around lap 46 when we run out. So I would say 49 would be 48 with 48 to go would be the best.
All right, 10-4, man.
You just heard it from Bodie Bates. He just does that quick math calculation. He's kind of adjusting on the fly of what needs to go.
Yes, he is.
Team. And I think that's one of the big reasons why that 24 team is in this championship for is Bodie Bates has put his driver in the right position to go win the championship.
Yes, he does. Also, Bodie, we'll have our third episode of the podcast this week.
That's good. $1 million special.
We'll go ahead and update them on I think we already did Kansas, right? Oh no, we haven't done Kansas yet. So we'll update them on Kansas and North Wilkesboro. I think every 2 weeks would be great.
Yep.
And then just update them like the last few races.
Yeah, because I think last week I went out for dinner with my dad.
Yeah. And then we had the week before, last week we had like that really extra long episode where we had to recap like everything from like Daytona to Texas.
Yep. Yeah.
Because we just got busy, you know. Let's take a look at that. Corey Heim back up to second. I'm so glad that yellow flag came out because I really needed to scratch my eye. And I like how I tried to actually pause this and I realized I couldn't.
Sometimes you forget.
And Salamander,
that is true.
Caution involved 5 different cars.
Any championship contenders?
Justin Allgaier.
Oh, no.
The Gators.
That means the leader of the championship for... Well, the second place driver of this championship for is actually in third, right behind our championship leader. So the top 2 are 1 and 2.
It's going to be a battle between Brandon Brown and Urbane. We're telling you that right now. Look at the damage on Corey Heim's car.
I can tell you probably a lot of Urbane fans are happy about those 2 drivers.
Yes, indeed. Because most of the Urbane fans are also Brandon Brown fans. How can you root against Brandon Brown? He shouldn't even be here. I mean, obviously he should be here racing, but he shouldn't even be in the championship for. But he had a phenomenal season.
He's a great underdog story, and that's one of the things we love about NASCAR.
He actually stole a win. The second race at Richmond during All-Star Weekend, he actually won. That punched his ticket to the playoffs, and then he survived 2 rounds of playoffs to get to this point. Talk about bragging rights, even if you don't win this title.
Yeah, absolutely. He's right there in second place. He's not quite with the 24 of Urbane, but he's close to getting to that championship. We still got 81 laps left in this race.
Yeah, and let's talk about Team Urbane. They definitely don't bring slow cars to the track. In fact, Urbane is such a good car owner that he's gotten drivers to win in their very first start in any of the series. Dakota Daniels in the Craftsman Truck Series now 2 seasons ago, because technically since the season ended last night, that is now last season for them. 2 seasons ago, Dakota Daniels in his first start won the final race at the 2 Mile Fontana track.
Oh,
Crash.
61 spins around, flips in the air.
And Corey Heim is done.
Jesus.
Brandon
He
Brown
went
is
like one
right
over top of
there
me. I was
for
like,
the.
God damn.
Take a look at who's on the outside, though. Eric Almirola.
Yeah.
Let's listen to Jeremy Clement's radio after his penalty. Hunter, you want to be Jeremy?
Sure.
Alright. Hey, bud. This is your crew chief. Unfortunately, we are now out of contention for the championship. NASCAR says you jumped the restart there.
You serious?
Yeah, man. He literally came over and told me, like, after the 24 got in front of you.
That sucks.
It's unfortunate, man, but great season overall. Just focus on finishing out this race, okay?
10-4.
And you can hear the disappointment in his voice. That is tough to hear as a driver.
Yeah, you don't want to hear we just lost the championship. Ever. You don't want to hear we just lost in general, no matter what race it is.
We got another yellow out.
This has got to be at least number 21. I always like to wait a minute so that way we can get some pace laps in. So, just a reminder, the 61 is not second. He is actually out of the race. So, Brandon Brown, championship contender.
He's on the outside. Is technically second. Yeah, but that 68 is just falling in line when you hear he's gonna go 3 wide. It looks like here. He's in second on the inside, so be smart about it.
10-4.
Brandon Brown on the wall. Brandon Brown on the wall. Archie did not come out.
It's got to be frustrating considering for most of this race, when the 24 did not pit, you've only seen his back bumper.
Yep. Or you've just seen him driving through the field.
That's kind of what happens when you race Urbane in any of the 3 series, and I expect it to go into ARCA too when he starts doing that, but we spun out there, we're going to stay below and go back up.
An unfortunate break there, but
I'm gonna bring it to you guys. We clearly need tires if that just happened.
Hey man, listen, fuel is probably more of our worry here. We want to try and.
We definitely need tires too, because I don't want to spin out and lose it. You know.
Yep. Listen, you got a fast car here. Just be smart. Cautions are probably going to come out more, so we'll have to see how it goes.
10-4.
We're going to be super close on fuel. Probably be right there.
Ooh, I almost just freaking lost it on the restart because of that 36's dirty air.
Oof. That's close, bud. 69 to go, 35 laps of fuel. We're going to be close to splitting it halfway.
Yeah, 53 laps to be exact. Well, I'm not trying to spin out the 08 there. But he's got to get out of my way, like, fast. As you see the 24, he just pit. Oh, got in the wall there. And that's what that draft can do to you. It can suck you into the wall. That's exactly what happened. Oh, contact. The 24 trying to hold his racing line and spun out the 18 of William Sawalich. And I'm sorry to say it, people can disagree with me if they want, but that's not the 24's fault there. He was holding the racing line.
Cautions are going to come out here, bud, so we're going to be close to making it here. We'll probably not make it, so we'll have to pit at some point. Here.
Yeah, we'll pit one last time in this race.
And I'm trying to do the math here on whether we do it right at the fuel window or if we do it later. Probably would be better to do it.
We just need to save enough laps to get back to the lead in the championship. I don't care about winning the race. But we might have to. Just saying, be prepared for that.
Yeah, 10-4. I'm preparing for the worst. So if we hit right at 52 to go, we'll be golden. Or right inside of 52 to go, we'll be good.
I'll probably wait till like we're in the 40s, unless if I think it's an advantage when the caution comes out.
Yep.
Let's focus on trying to get the lead back here and lead some laps before we got to. Oh, these guys are trying to wreck up here. I'm not liking this, Bodie. I have a run.
Be smart here. Be smart. Be smart.
It looks like we're good. Oh, the 88, our teammate is all in the 8 there. We got around him. We're around him. We're good. Oh, I almost got the wall, though.
Just be smart here. Be smart. It's all you. All you. You had the best car in the field here, bud.
10-4.
Now we don't have to win the race to win the championship, so we are sitting good.
Yep, and now we got
the 68 here.
We got an even better chance to do that now.
Caution's out. We're 10 laps short if we pit here. I would say at least in 10 laps, bud.
10-4. We're going to win this thing. We are going to win this thing.
10-4.
You just got to believe. As you hear the communications between Bodie and Urbane, look at this, almost 3 wide for the lead. It's 3 wide for second. Caution is out. The 24 got around the 68, so he is leading the championship.
Right, just barely got him there.
Yeah, that's good.
Just got past him.
That's good if you're the 24 crew. Back to green.
Getting closer to making it on fuel here, that 24 machine. Bodie
3
Bates,
wide.
well, I've been listening in to him to make those calculations. 24 back to the lead.
3 wide for it, too.
And 56 to go, they are going to be super close to making it if they get probably a caution or 2 more.
There's a caution. So, next caution, I would imagine them. Yep, next caution, I would imagine you pit.
Yep.
The more laps you can knock off before pitting, though, the better. Because he has a fast car. As long as he doesn't have too little laps to go to recover from it, he could probably pit around. He could probably pit when he's almost out of gas and be good.
Yeah, he's going to have the right amount of laps, though, left to win this championship.
Yeah.
But right now, it looks like if he pits right, if the standings hold as they are, he'd only have to get to second or third to win this championship. Maybe second now as they come off turn 2 in the 68. It's side by side for third place.
But you know that the 24 has the car for the race win and the championship, and if he gets an opportunity to, that's what he's going to do. $51 to go next time at the line. It's been an incredible season, guys. It's hard to believe that it is going to come to an end in 51 laps.
Yeah, and it's always a bittersweet moment this year, this championship. That it's the last race of the season, and that it's the championship race, but it is the truth, and that's an unfortunate sound for a lot of guys.
Yes, it is. Now, Urbane's going to be busy this offseason, doing SRX races, dirt track races, And he's going to be running in the Rolex 24 before the start of next season. And Hunter McKinnon's going to run the 24 with him, too. And he announced that he will be attempting the 1,100-mile doubleheader again. He won both of those races last season. As an IndyCar rookie, won the Indianapolis 500.
Now he's just setting sail on the field. You gotta wonder though when the field is gonna hit pit road as well, because everyone's in the fuel window.
Yeah, I
can't
would
imagine the
imagine
rest of the field
next
can run
caution.
Next
caution, I
they are
imagine.
definitely gonna.
Yeah.
If there is a caution, is the issue. Is there gonna be another caution?
There will be. There's no way there isn't. And if there isn't, we know that once the other cars start hitting pit road, we know that the 24 will go around one more lap and then hit pit road the next time by.
Because he can definitely make it farther than they can.
Yeah. You just got to be careful that you don't speed on pit road. You don't want to speed.
Let's listen to that communication with Bodie Bates again. Hey, bud, just remember here, we got to go one more lap than these guys if we get green flag pit stops.
Yeah, and be prepared for overtime, too.
Yep. We're going to have to pack that thing full of fuel, so we're going to take as much time as we need to pack that thing full of fuel to get you back out there. We want to try and lap the field before we come into pits, so just remember that.
I don't know if we got the car to lap them, but I know we got the car to get back up there, so I'm honestly not worried. If it was like 7 laps to go and we were in dead last, then I might worry a little bit. Unless if we have, like, unless if we pass, like, half the field and then get a caution or something.
10-4, bud. Well, we got the car to beat, so just hold on to it right now.
10-4.
And you hear Bodie Bates saying that want you to lap the field before you make a pit stop. I think that's a safe move by him there to try and keep his driver ahead of the field when he does come off pit road.
Yep. But also, if he sees the field hit pit road, goes around. Oh, there it is, caution.
Oh, there gosh, out. The 68 got turned and smacked the wall.
Oh, Brandon Brown in the wall.
Champion.
He got turned by Jeff Green.
Will it be a DNF? That's the question. It will not be, it looks like. He doesn't look like he has that much damage. And technically, the 24 is the leader, so he can pass the 61 on the restart because the 61's no longer in the race. All right, 54 laps of fuel. We should have enough to make it. I mean, I would plan for just one more pit stop just to play it safe.
We got 10 extra laps of fuel here, bud, so we shouldn't really have much to worry about.
If it starts getting...
should be safe.
If it gets like down to like 30 to go though, I'm gonna see where we're at, and I might just come in under a caution, and then that will be the final stop. Because I kind of just want to play it safe,
10-4, bud. Well, we got a good car.
Yeah.
Speed.
I think we got this, man.
And you see, Bodie Bates is gonna try it. He's trying to keep his driver in the mindset of keep the car up front as much as possible. I don't want to stress over this.
Yeah.
Because he knows he's got that car packed full of fuel, and he knows that his driver can make 10 extra laps of fuel. Everyone can make 10 more laps than
with all these cautions, and you can see that he has confidence in his driver too. If his driver says like, "Hey, I might bring it to you guys just to play it safe," he has that confidence in him. But with these cautions, the 24 might not have to.
10-4, yeah.
Adam Sandman, look at that. The closest other playoff driver to Mason Urban is Justin Allgaier in 16th.
And it's as long as it stays like this, it is Urban's title.
Mm-hmm.
As Brandon Brown is all the way in 35th.
And that is trouble for him. He's now in 3rd in the championship. I'm not sure if he
was really the only one that could compete with the 24 for the championship.
Mm-hmm.
39 to go here, though.
This championship could be all Mason Urbane's here.
You see, he went kind of high in the turn there, but the cars were not able to get the speed to get around him.
I'm wondering if a lot of these cars that pit are not choosing to fix their damage, which is probably hurting them.
Yeah.
Compared to Mason Urbane.
I mean, he has bear bond on that car like no tomorrow, but it doesn't affect his... It's not affecting his car any.
No, not at all.
And thanks to Toyota, we'll keep you right here and go Toyota all out.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry to break up our Toyota all out here, but we just got news that tonight is Alan Jackson's final live show.
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
Ending his historic 35-year career.
Gonna have to watch that. And let's talk about this. Both Urbane and McKinnon will be changing numbers next season in both of the Truck and Xfinity Series. Urbane confirmed. What number do you want to see him in next season? Now, the thing is, there is no fan voting for the number, but you are more than welcome to give him ideas that he potentially will use. As Connor Zilic up to second there.
And 93 of Connor Zilic.
Well, we'll just pretend that's the 88. But, yeah. 33 to go here.
I'm 88.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We'll just say 93 for now, then. Or no, we'll go 87. We'll go with the cup number that he had.
There you go. Next season I won't be 88, but yeah.
You know, that reminds me of that USAA commercial of Rob Gronkowski, where they're like, what's your number or something? Like, they were asking him his insurance claim number or something, and he's like, 87. And they're like, it must be between, like, a certain number of digits.
Oh.
And then he's like, this is Gronk. My family's not a part of, like, veterans or anything, but I just want this insurance.
Yeah. 3 got loose up high. Spun.
I think that's kind of... Yes, it is. Caution is out. I think that's kind of cool, though, that they have insurance just explicitly for veterans.
I do, too. I like that. And their families.
Yeah. Also, at some point during this offseason, Urbane will be heading back to Miami to race in the Miami Grand Prix that he almost won a season ago, and unfortunately got some penalties for track cutting because he wasn't really used to the track. So he was the leader, but of course, obviously did not get the win because they placed him in 7th instead.
Due to penalties. So it looks like Urbane is out in front this championship by a
Oh, I just put the car in
long
the wall.
ways.
It's all right
Oh
though. Oh,
no!
we're in the grass. We're in the grass. We're in the grass.
Hold her there. Hold her there. Hold her
I just
there.
spun.
Hold her there.
And no caution.
No caution yet. No caution. No caution. I think we saw the 68 take the lead of the championship, though, guys.
Oh, and he got up into the wall. The caution's out. Yeah, we're getting tires, guys. It's our best bet after that.
Yep. Yep.
Nathan,
Yeah.
I almost got into an accident.
Well, I mean, that was my fault because I got in the wall and then I got into you and then went through the grass.
I almost came back and hit you. But yeah, you know.
That could have been disastrous for the 24. Thankfully, it's not.
He's got plenty of laps to go here as we come back to the green flag. We'll have 25 to go. Oh, 24 missed a shift, it looked like.
And he got out of line, but quickly got back in line, so no penalty for that. It's a thing where NASCAR says if you get back in line before the start-finish line, you will not be penalized.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a good move by the 24 to get back in line. We'll have to see what Bodie Bates was saying on that restart.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but that was a great job getting back in line. I just don't know what happened on that restart to miss a shift or something there.
Yeah, it's all right though. Like I said, I'm not afraid of losing it until we're in a situation where we're not running good. But
yeah,
we are
10-4. Well, just
we are
gotta
definitely
keep smart on our.
Yes, we do. We are definitely good on everything now, though.
Yep, we're looking like the car to beat, I think, still.
Yeah.
So
That was
just
my
gotta
fault.
kind of keep it smart.
I got in the wall. Let's keep it clean this time.
10-4.
Okay, now officially
23
keeping it
laps.
clean.
23 laps to go. You heard Bodie Bates just kind of giving his thoughts on the situation there and just kind of keeping his drivers smart and cool. And Bodie's just never normally that. Bodie's always just kind of a calm, monotone voice, keeping that, keeping the driver calm.
Yes, he is.
It looks like Brandon Brown's right there ahead of Urbane for the championship.
But here comes the 24. He's going to run him up the track a little bit, trying to slow him down. There's some smoke up there. No trouble, though. And the 24 just drove through those cars like Baby Driver drove away from the cops in the movie.
Good movie.
And he's cutting his way through this field like a hot knife through butter.
Whoa.
Yep. He's driving for the championship right now, coming to 21 to go here.
There's trouble. Cars up in the wall. And the 24 clears both of them.
Well, he cleared one of them, got into the other.
And the caution is out.
That's what you wanted to see.
Caution's out, bud. We got plenty of time, plenty of fuel. We got 20. We'll have inside 20 to go here, bud.
All right, 10-4. We got this.
Coming my first Xfinity race.
I had to hand the position back. Oh, got back up there just in time.
Just barely got back in time.
All right, sorry, Bodie. I just kind of... It gets kind of nerve-wracking in the car in the closing laps, man.
Hey, just stay calm. We got insights 20 to go, so be smart. We're coming to 17 to go right here when you cross the line.
Can we just take a minute, though, to applaud the 24? He avoided penalties on the last two restarts.
Yeah, and that's a great job by him. I think I saw a car back there turn down the track. I know we have one car now DNF'd for the race on pit road there. Can't quite tell who it is, though.
Yes, we do. There is a car out of the race.
Oh, big one, 38 in the air. Bring him down inside of it. Holy cow.
And you
Dude,
gotta wonder if
And
that's
now the
gonna
caution's out.
you gotta wonder if that takes Brandon Brown out of contention officially. If that's a DNF for Brandon Brown.
Yeah, it's like an 8-car wreck. Likely to not be in it.
Big pile up. A lot of cars involved in that one. Here we go for the restart though. Alright, we don't have to worry about jumping it on this time, guys.
Yes, sir.
14 to go. And it is confirmed that Justin Allgaier is the only remaining championship contender that can beat Urbane for the championship. That's going to be a DNF for Brandon Brown.
Oh, that is unfortunate for those guys. 2 of the underdog teams officially taken out of this championship fight by DNF.
And now if something happens to Justin Allgaier...
It's virtually locked up for Urbane. He does not have to finish the race, even.
Yeah.
Or he just has to run one more lap than those guys. He would still be the highest finisher amongst the championship 4. 13 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Hey, Mason, you look a little loose there. How you feeling, bud?
I'm feeling great. Like I said, it's just about keeping the car under control. Obviously, we know the rules about the corners and back straightaway. If I need to, I will use it to keep my car under control.
And 4.
I'm not pitting, so whatever happens, happens.
Yes, sir.
I believe we'll have 9 laps to go here.
Yep.
9 laps to go. I cannot check Snap, Darkbot. I am currently in a situation right now. Green flag. Nine laps to go.
An update from Fox News, from the Fox News desk. The historic Nottoway Plantation, the largest antebellum mansion in the United States, was destroyed by a fire this week after a blaze broke out on Thursday. There were no reports of injuries or deaths related to the fire.
And we will keep that in our thoughts and prayers. Here. Oh, there's a wreck in the back. Caution should come out. It will. 5 laps to go on the restart.
Oof.
If there's another caution,
I wonder in real life I wonder what NASCAR or Fox thinks about Chase Elliott wearing prime colors.
I mean, I don't think they really care because it's not like a big deal for them. Oh, okay. That was crazy. All right, so it's a 2-lap shootout, green-white checkered flag finish. If the leader takes the white flag under green, the next flag ends the race. Caution prior, we re-rack them and restart them. It is not overtime yet. There is still 2 laps left in regulation, but it's still overtime rules, essentially. Green flag.
We're going to go with the team communication with Bodie Bates and Mason Urbane. Green flag, green flag, green flag, bud. 2 laps. You know the... Let's rake, bud.
Let's make it back to the white flag. That's all I care about. You see the caution light thing at the bottom of the screen as they head down the Nellis straightaway. Will they make it?
I have to wonder what Bodie Bates is thinking. He knows his driver's going to make it, but you can see on the camera right here, he is watching that TV
white
screen
flag,
right
1 lap to go, presented by Urbane Woodworking. If the caution comes
white
out
flag,
now,
white flag, white flag.
The next flag ends the race.
Flag. All right, just bring it home, bud. 1 lap to go. 1 lap to go. You're driving away.
Down the Nellis straightaway for the final time. They're wanting to wreck in the back. They keep things straight. Could it be a 5-time? It is. Caution comes out. It is a 5-time NASCAR Xfinity Series champion.
Yeah, buddy! Way to go!
Let's
Good
go,
drive
man.
today! Yes! Good job today, man. Thank you. Awesome drive.
Thank you,
Awesome
guys.
drive today.
Thank you, guys, for taking care of me on pit road. And thank you, Bodie, for keeping my head on straight. Yes.
Listen,
That was you
shouldn't I
today,
be
man.
in
That was awesome.
fourth because 61 was not even in the race?
Yeah, you're in fourth.
What a drive, man. Awesome drive this year, man. So proud of you. So freaking proud of you.
I'm proud of you, man. You just became a champion as a rookie crew chief. Now, before we get to interviews, though, we still have to do the burnout celebration.
And Rogaine Smith will be down there.
In just a minute. So basically for this, we just do a race now, and then I do the race real quick, and then do the burnout. But I turn it on, like, the lowest setting possible. And yes, I do the qualifying lap also just to try to get the pole, so that way it increases the chances. It won't take long, though. It should only be like 4 laps, I think it said. I will check after.
Oh my goodness!
After the race ends, Dark. The coverage is not over yet, so as soon as coverage ends, I will check. I promise. And how about that? Despite it being a 2-lap shootout, the race finished in regulation, just like the Truck Series race. So why don't you guys give your thoughts on this 24 while we're waiting for the burnout here?
I thought he drove a great race today. I thought Bodie Bates did a great job keeping his driver calm. I think that's the number one thing that I saw with that crew was Bodie Bates was the head of the operation and just kept everyone calm. And we'll get an interview with him here in just a second, but this was an incredible drive by the 24. He did the driving, Bodie Bates did the brains and the calm.
Yes, he did. I agree. All right, so here we go, Hunter. While I'm doing this, you want to give your, or Michael, you want to give your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a great race by a 24 car, and his driver, the 88, but the 24 wins his 5th Xfinity Series championship in a row.
And did I hear that correctly? Did I call that correctly? 5 in a row. Talk about history.
It's Jimmy Johnson level.
Yes, it is.
Dominance.
He is 2 championships away from the 7-time champion label.
And he would be one of 4 in that category. He's currently sitting second all time for championships in NASCAR history.
He is just, he's a GOAT. You can't deny it. You can hate on him for being great. You can love him for being great. But one thing you cannot deny is he's a GOAT. Greatest of all time.
He is one of the GOATs. And I think Bodie Bates just showed his pure dominance as a crew chief over this entire series. That shows what he needs as a crew chief and potentially as a car owner. We've seen great crew chiefs become car owners, and I think Bodie could do that as well in the future.
A lot of people underestimated Bodie Bates and Team Urbane this season, but when he wins the NASCAR Xfinity Series title as a crew chief, as a rookie crew chief, what a statement made.
I think that's a great statement made, and I think Bodie Bates just proved himself to be one of the greats because of the way he called this race, and I think a lot of guys have, a lot of questions were arose by a lot of guys, but Chad Knaus said Bodie is one of those guys that I trust, and I would trust as any crew chief should, as any driver really should. And I
Yeah,
think we saw
Mm-hmm.
Bodie was just so calm throughout the entire season, kept his head on for Mason to keep his head on, and I think he just did such a good job with that.
and speaking of which, Hendrick Motorsports does supply the engines for Team Urbane. So, I mean, it's not
Yeah.
surprising that Hendrick Motorsports employees are recognizing this. Jeff Gordon even admitted that Urbane is a great driver. So before we get the burnout here, we will see a Polish victory lap.
An attempt to honor Alan Kulwicki.
It's one thing he does after every win, except the only time he didn't do it was at Phoenix when he punched his ticket to this race because
This is Championship 4.
he wanted to burn it down. And it doesn't matter if he did the Polish victory lap first or not. Alan, you know he's letting it slide.
Yeah, Alan. I think Alan. There's a lot of guys around. Michael, you were around when Alan was around. You saw him win that championship. Alan probably is smiling from up above watching this moment.
Yes. And he does it like a professional too, because when you're in a burnout category trying to do a Polish victory lap, that's like trying to not do a burnout when you're already doing one.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Time for a burnout. He's going to let it rip. We're going to pretend he did not hit the wall there.
Get a little 360 through. Get a little flat spin, 1080 flat spin there almost.
This checkered
Man,
flag
what a
moment
drive by this crew.
brought to you by Advanced Auto Parts, and I agree, Brad. It's been a drive for this crew. They've worked their tails off all season long. They won their 5th straight season opener at Daytona to punch their ticket to the playoffs, won their way to the championship, and just claimed their 5th straight NASCAR Xfinity Series title. And look at him still going. What a smoke show here at Vegas.
It reminds me a lot of my former teammate, Gogo Logano, out there with the way he used to do burnouts and the way he does burnouts. So,
And we gotta get Joey Logano to interview these guys too after and see what he thinks of this. Brad, what do you think?
yeah, I agree. We'll have him get to the driver here and then get to the crew chief, because we've seen those two do joint interviews before, so we'll see how that goes tonight with this championship.
And Justin Allgaier told the 24 if he wins the championship, he has to climb out the roof hatch like he did. Here he comes. Let's go! Yeah!
And here comes that pit crew running to that car.
Let's go, guys! Awesome job on pit road. Awesome job.
And Joey's out there with them.
All right, give me 1 sec, because I do actually have merchandise. I want to put that on, so. Actually, you know what? We'll wait for that. We'll wait for that till we get to victory lane. All right, so who's going to go first, Regan Smith or Joey Logano?
Regan
Smith.
All right, who wants to be Regan Smith?
I will.
All right. Don't forget to interview my crew chief as well.
All right. Mason Urban, you won your 5th championship in a row. How do you feel right now?
Unreal, man. Is this moment even existing? Am I in a dream? Like, am I going to wake up tomorrow and it's going to be championship day for Xfinity Series again? Or it's unreal, man. What an accomplishment by this team. Lots to be proud about. Shout out to Bodie Bates, this entire crew, Napa Auto Parts, Kelly Blue Book, UniFirst, Valvoline, Ally. You guys all rock. We're going to do this without you. Mac Tools is a new sponsor we had on board last week. Really, anybody, Chevrolet, everything like that. Hendrick Motorsports, shout out to them as well. Those guys are just awesome. Without them, none of this would be possible.
And before we interview your crew chief, what do you think about that almost wreck with your own teammate? You both saved it greatly.
I mean, I always teach my team like not to beat yourself up about certain things on track. Now, it doesn't mean that I won't be honest with you and, be a little annoyed if I feel like you did something intentionally or like something that could have been prevented, but like I'm not mad at the 88 for getting me in the wall there. There's no room for that. Life's too short.
And what do you think of your driver finishing 4th?
That's honestly awesome.
Xfinity Series race this season.
Sucks he wasn't able to get a win, this season, but he's contended for wins in all of the series this season. It's been phenomenal, and I can't wait to see what he does next season.
All right, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
How do I start this next one? This is we're at the 24 pit crew box. How do you think about your driver today?
Actually, they're on the front stretch, but
oh.
You know what? This is just a full team effort. I mean, Mason did a great job to keep his car up front, but I've motivated these guys every single day throughout this entire season to just stay the course and just stay the route. And it's just been an incredible drive by Mason to get to this point, and then my guys just stayed the course. And I just told them,
walks
it's all
up
about
during
us.
interview.
It's all about the team.
Let's go, man.
This guy right here, he did all the driving, so it's all about him tonight. He's the champion, but I wouldn't be here without him. So it was all him tonight. But this pit crew did an incredible job, and I've said it all year long. It's all about the team, and I've quoted Bo Schembechler throughout this entire season, and it's just been such an incredible drive and his crew, and I couldn't be happier.
Well,
hey, we're gonna party.
Championship.
Listen, we're gonna party, but we gotta be careful though, because me and him still gotta try to win the final championship tomorrow. But it's like Travis Kelce always says after Kansas City wins the Super Bowl: you gotta fight for your right to party.
I think that was man. This has just been such a great year. So yeah, thanks to my guys.
And it has been a great year indeed. Thank you so much, Michael Cartrip and Brad, for this entire season. Can't wait to see you guys back here next season. We still got more for you, though, until the clock reaches 10 p.m. over there on the East Coast. It's about to reach 7 p.m. over here on the West Coast, but, yeah, so we got about 2 more minutes left in the season. What do you guys want to say before we sign off here?
Well, no one interviewed the 88.
Oh, yeah, we got to interview the 88. So, hey, Bodie, you want to take care of that?
Yeah. All right, Hunter, you had a good season this season. Didn't get a win yet, but you still had a strong end of this season. What's going through your mind? And is there any motivation that you have for next year?
Better strategies. I mean, we did finish top 5 today, and our boss did win, so that's great to see. Sucks we couldn't make the championship, but there's always next season, right?
Yep. It's always like, it's a tough one, but yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Great job by you guys this year. Your team looks fast as a whole. It looks like your driver, your owner, and his crew chief, they've been motivating in a certain way, and it looks like possibly that combination might come over and try it. Is there anything that you've heard from them? Is obviously no secrets are kept over at that shop, but is there anything you want to take away from your team owner's season that you want to put into next year?
Just follow his strategies. Maybe next time we'll get a couple wins next season. I did
All right,
almost
hey,
win this
congratulations
one
on
in
this year. Good luck
springtime.
to you next.
Thank
Good
you.
luck to you next year. Thank you for your time.
All right, guys. Well, we got approximately 60 seconds left in coverage. What do you guys want to say?
Congrats to the
I think
24
it's been
team.
fun.
Yeah, I agree, but let me tell you something right now. This might be the off season, but a new season just began. So,
And all
how...
is going to really come down to these guys
Yeah.
battling for a championship, and it all starts in Daytona.
Yes, it does. So if you're the 24 crew, you can celebrate this off season. Urban's already said that we're working during the off season. We're staying on that grind. So you're the defending champion, and you don't want the fans to see you as a fraud. So you got to approach next season with a shot to make it 6 championships in a row. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a phenomenal year of the NASCAR Xfinity Series. It couldn't end in a better way, in my opinion. But for for Brad Karslowski, Michael Cartrip, and our entire crew, I'm Adam Salamander saying so long. We will see you next season. Congratulations, Mason Urbane and his crew.